There we go. Nice update on the Peugeot 5. I can't believe YouTube. This has gone crazy. In the space of a month, I've got 62 followers or people that have subscribed to my channel. And to those people that have subscribed, big thank you. I'm shocked. Wow, I wasn't expecting this over for a month. I've obviously done a few videos, obviously of the Peugeot 5 build. And I've got 62 followers, so I'm lost for words. As you can hear me. Yeah, it's crazy. So what I've been up to today. So as we know, obviously with the COVID kicked on again. I thought to myself, well, the kids are at home, obviously doing their online schooling. So I thought I'd do my online schooling and I'll do some work on the Peugeot 5. As you see, obviously today, obviously we've got some underlay all through the car that came out of a company that reproduce the red carpets from now. So obviously I only wanted the underlay. So obviously as you can see, because I've got the seat rails in there, so I've had to cut the carpet to do a bit more of a tidy job. So that can't be bad from the first time that I've cut a Peugeot 5 carpet for a set of seat rails. This come out quite well. So obviously put in the other seat mounts as well. Obviously we've got one of the harness points all in. So obviously we loosely fitted the footrest. So that's another job off the list. I've got some checkered plating. So I might do a bit of checkered plating on there. And I think I'm going to get a couple of fire extinguishers, obviously, to tidy that a little bit. But yeah, so I'm quite chuffed, obviously, for doing that today. Obviously all the brake lines are all done on the car. Obviously you see all the rear all clipped in. So what I'm waiting on now is I've got some more stuff being powder coated, which are my rear trailing arms. So now I can sort of get the beam rebuilt. Obviously look further under the car. Obviously got the fuel tank mounts in now on both sides. I've ordered up a fuel pump. So that should be with us hopefully this week. As you see, that brake lines are all in. I know I had a few things about, this should be running in the car. It's just, I'm a bit, I don't know. So that's why obviously I've just run them in the original running point. Because I was a bit unsure. Like I said, a few people for sort of does road rallying obviously run the brake lines inside the car. To be honest, if I decide to sell the car, then that sort of gives someone else the option if they want to do it yourself. As you see, obviously, where it all runs out under the car. On that point, usually there's sort of like a brake line clip, obviously bolts onto that. But what I've done is I've ended up drilling a hole and putting in another plastic brake line clip. Same's on there. Obviously that's the brake compensator for the rear brakes, obviously, so the rears don't overtake the fronts. So obviously that's all in place now. I've had a nice delivery from Baker today of the last of the hoses. Obviously anyone that's restoring or upgrading their Peugeot 5, obviously I highly recommend Baker mounts. Obviously give either Stuart a ring or Louise, and obviously just sort of, and they've got a website which Baker mounts, I think .co.uk, and again you find more than enough bits for your Peugeot 5. I think I've said this before, obviously running uprated engine mounts on the top, obviously gearbox mount, and also I've got a bottom one. So yeah, so that's that. But yeah, I'm just still in shock how it's in the space of a month of obviously posting up some videos. I've got 62 people subscribed to my channel. So yeah, and obviously with COVID and whatnot, I think we're just going to start sort of progressing a bit more on the Peugeot 5, and I'm going to try and do some other bits around the workshop and try and get some timber. And obviously if you look at my update over Christmas, obviously, which thank everyone, to finish off the shelter out in my yard. Yeah, so we've got some number plates out on the wall now. But yeah, let's see, it's coming together. Obviously I've got a local dash flockers over in Gosport, but I've got to take, obviously I've got a nice base model Peugeot 5 dash. So obviously, because it'd be a bit criminal to get a GTI dash flocked. So I've got a nice base model, and obviously that's got the glove box that's all deleted and stuff. And obviously I've had to trim it all up because obviously where the cage is all run down. But yeah, like I said, sort of make some inquiries, see if he's open to do my dash. Because like I said, looking at the interior, I've not got a great deal to do. Like I said, once that fuel pump turns up, obviously I can put it in the cradle and put the fuel tank back up. And I've got some sump guards for the fuel tank guards to go on. So yeah, and it's just sort of just work my way through it. So there's a good chance in the next couple of weeks that we will be back on 4 wheels, which will be a bit handy. And then obviously then I can start stripping this down and start putting obviously all my uprated bits, obviously that I've had all blasted and cleaned up. Obviously do the same obviously with the engine block. I've got a nice baffled sump to go on there. Like I said, obviously if you have a look at my photos of my silver Type 5, obviously you see that the engine bay is quite detailed. So I'll do the same with this one. Obviously I was doing an hour about running some coloured hoses, but I think obviously black and white go together really well. So I'm just sort of running an uprated set of silicone Baker hoses all the way through. So like I said, with all the bits on the engine bay, all that all polished up and tidied up, I think it's going to be a nice little looking engine. And then that's another piece of junk out of my workshop. Then obviously so I can have a bit more room in here again to decide obviously what we're going to do. Again, obviously got the computer going. Obviously listening to some music on YouTube Music, seeing what's going on. But yeah, it's just, like I said, I'm shocked. Like I said, in the space for like a month, I've got like 62 people watching me babbling on about the Type 5. But yeah, it's just, like I said, thanks again. But yeah, like I said, just sort of, just a bit lost for word really at the moment. I think with all what we got going on, obviously with this COVID and obviously kids being obviously at home, obviously we've got a hair salon, obviously we've had to close that. Obviously for me, obviously work's quiet for metal polishing. So obviously I might look at seeing if there's any sort of fitting work and get back on the tools. But yeah, but I think because of the people that subscribe to my channel, I might push on and start sort of showing people what I do, obviously with the custom metal polishing and stuff, and showing you sort of a few tricks of the trade. So obviously people are looking for polished parts, obviously for their motorcycles, all their classic cars, and maybe sort of I can sort of show people a few bits and a few tricks of the trade, obviously to get some nice mirror and yacht finish out of all your parts. But yeah, so anyway, I'll let everyone get on, because I'm thinking, looking at this, I've been babbling on for coming up for about 8 minutes now. So yeah, so I've still got to order up my camera and start looking at a video editing program. So I'm so confused on what ones are out there. But I think if we can start looking at getting some cameras in the workshop on the walls, then obviously then people can see at a few different angles and obviously watch me get up to in my workshop. Oh yeah, so anyway, thank you again for the people that have subscribed. Hopefully we can get some more out there and obviously push my channel to some further, because obviously I've got so many things that I want to show people that I can do, and obviously as people who follow me on Instagram will see some of my photographs. You know, I'm sort of quite lucky to be a skilled bloke, and it's just sort of just soldier on. You know, I'm obviously always up for learning new skills and make obviously my car builds better, and you know, and hopefully I can sort of pass some of those on to my son, so we can see. So yeah, like I said, I'll let everyone get on. Thank you again. Please subscribe, and hopefully maybe tomorrow we'll do something else on the white car, and get another video up. Yeah, thank you very much.